Welcome to another Sunday night live. Welcome to another live. Wagwan, everybody. The sun is coming down, so let me just pull down the blinds a little bit. Yeah, I think that should be fine, right? Not too much sun in my face, which that's not too bad. All right, guys. So, wagwan, everybody. Cool Face checking in. Khalil checking in. Who else is here? Who else is here, guys? You already know the rule, guys. Like up the live, double tap the live, double tap the screen, double tap the screen. So, how much live did we get last time? Oh gosh, we got like 80 something likes. So today I'm gonna set it at. Let me set it at 30. Same amount like last time. I'm gonna set it at 30 likes today. Welcome everybody to the live. Please remember to double tap the screen. We want to see if we can reach to 30 likes today. 30 or more, but the minimum is 30. All right, guys. So, first of all, I want to say, I see a lot of people here. Hey, Janoi, welcome to the live. Please remember to double tap the screen so we can bring it over 30 likes tonight. I'm pretty sure we can do that because the last time we got about 80 or 60 or something like that. So I'm pretty sure we can do that easily. Easy. We're already at 4 likes, so we're already on a good start. But anyway, guys, first of all, I want to say I'm super sorry for not going live at 7. I want to make sure that I'm on time, but as you can see, I am dressed. I'm literally just coming from the mall and I was rushing home to come live because, you know, your girl got to show up for you guys. No, I'm just coming from the mall. When I got home, I was so hungry because I've been on the road from like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, right? So I was so hungry. I had to eat my food before I came live, to be honest, guys. And I don't want to eat on live. You know what I mean? I don't want to eat while I'm live. I want to give you guys my undivided attention. So if the food is here, the food is going to take away all the attention. Yes, it. I see 14 people right now. Please remember to double tap the screen, guys. We want to make sure we get over 30 likes tonight. So everybody that's on here right now, just double tap the screen. That's all you have to do. And that's how you like the live. Marizo, welcome to the live. I see 31 people here now, guys. We should be at 31 likes. If we have 30 people, we should be at over 30 likes already. So I see 6 likes. Come on, guys, just double tap the screen. 7 likes, double tap up the screen, guys. See, I came all dressed up for y'all. Oh, thank you so much. That's Abby. Bye. Bear with me. I'm not good with names, so if I didn't pronounce that right, let me know, okay? Thank you so much. Yes, this is one of my early birthday gifts that I had to open, and I wore it to the mall today. So I'm literally just coming from the mall. Hi, Jaden. Welcome to the live. Thank you so much, guys. Double tap up the screen. Double tap up the screen. Double tap up the screen. I got so much compliment today when I was at the mall. Everybody was like, yo, the blue looks so good. Right now, guys, I feel like Spice. You see? I'm come out and I'm blue. Me and Spice are roll, you see it? For everybody who know who Spice is, you see me? Come out and I'm a blue for my besties. So yeah, I got so much compliment today. It's actually a 3-piece. So I have the sweater, I would say, or the what is this? The jacket part, I guess, and then you have the under part, the back is open, and then the tights. Yeah, man, I really like it. It's so comfortable, so nice. And guys, I did my hair for y'all. I woke up early this morning and I did my hair for y'all. You see? No, you cannot see the back. You cannot see the back. This is all you're seeing. And if you don't want to see that, is it. Anyway, so first of all, before we even start our discussion today, I just want to say that anybody who comes with any disrespectful comments or provoking comments, we are going to delete you off the live. Because today we are here with positivity. I only want to see positivity tonight on our live, right? And we have a very interesting topic. I feel like this topic is always like, you know, the discussion. Some people are always having like debates and stuff like that when it comes to this type of topic about parents and, you know, who should take care of their parents and stuff like that. So I feel like this is a very good topic. We're just on here to give our opinions and just have a good time, as what we always do every Sunday. All right, guys. So once you're done checking in, let me know what time you're watching, what time it is right now, and where you're watching from. I see Keith. Welcome, Keith. Big up yourself, Keith. Guys, remember, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Easy, simple, just bop, bop. Double tap. Bop, bop. Double tap. Bop, bop. Double tap. That's it. That's it. You can choose one of these expressions to express that you yeah. Detroit, 7:30, Michigan. All right. All right. I see you, James. Welcome to the live. Remember to double tap the screen. I do not speak Portuguese. I am Jamaican. I speak Patois. Cool Face from Canada, 7:28 p.m. That's my time. Yes, guys. See, Marizo, let's get it to 100. 100 likes today. I wish my wife looked like you. Help her. What can you do? Like, send her to the salon. Help her to fix her hair. Like, buy her some new clothes. Like, your wife can look nice if you want that. All right, JD. Make sure you take care of your wife so she can look good. And make sure you give her nice compliments. That will help her to smile more. You see it? How are you doing today? I see Dominic Royal from North Carolina. Welcome. Big up yourself. You know, I realized that most of my views are coming from the States. Majority of my views are coming from the States, and then I have Canada as number 2, and then Jamaica number 3. But big up to everybody just the same. Oh, thank you so much, Dave. Big up yourself. Welcome to the live. Please remember to double tap. Double tap, double tap. Ahmed, what question are you asking? I didn't see your question. JD, you just say you have a wife. Text your wife and ask if you can talk to her personally. I see Ohio in the building. Marty, welcome. Food for you, food. No. Where can I find Jamaican woman in North Carolina? Hard to find. North Carolina? Isn't there a lot of Jamaican people there? Yo, Jamaican people are full up in North Carolina. Oh, is it hard to find? Maybe you're not looking at the right place. Dominic, you can go to any, what would I say now? Any little Jamaican Caribbean restaurant where they sell jerk chicken and oxtail. I'm pretty sure you can find a Jamaican girl right there. I've never been to the States, so I don't really know where exactly those people would, my type of people would be. Wow. Hi, Jesse. Welcome to the live. April Parker. Welcome to the live. Please remember to double tap. Yeah, you see, Richard say any patty shop. Go look for any patty shop that sells beef patty and stuff like that. You can find a Jamaica girl anywhere right there. Or any girl from the Caribbean. But he specifically said Jamaican, so yeah. You look beautiful. Thank you so much, Jessie. I'm from Pakistan. Pakistan in the building. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Eastern North Carolina, we only have Asian women. I'm scared. Oh my God. Oh my God. I know a few Asian people. They're pretty good. They're pretty nice though. But I don't really know any Asian females. Only male. As I said, guys, anybody come with any disrespectful comments, my moderators, you guys know already what to do. Just delete them off. Only positivity tonight. Big up Jessie from Trinidad. Big up yourself. Trini to the bone. I don't know why I always say that. Me a Trini to the bone. Me a Trini to the bone. I used to watch what's his name? Darrell or Danelle from What You Know. There was this girl lady on the interview. She was talking about, oh, me a Trini to the bone. That's where I get that thing from. Thank you so much. Hi, that's Ayo. Ayo from Nigeria. I'm getting views from all over the world, eh? That's good. Welcome everybody to the live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So before I start this discussion, so the topic, what's my topic again? What's my topic again? What do you have on your thing? Because I don't have my second phone. I'm always forgetting my topics. Let me see. Can I borrow it? Okay, so my topic today is your parents raised you. Now what? Do you owe them financial support? So the topic for today is your parents raised you. Now what? Do you owe them financial support? I'm asking you guys that question. Let me know what you guys think about that. And before we jump into the discussion, I just want to give a disclaimer because I know this is a very sensitive topic and a lot of people might, have their own little opinion when it comes to this. But on here, we're just here to have a beautiful evening. We're here to have a lovely discussion and we're here to learn because you might learn something from this live tonight that you have never really thought about before, or your mind might be open in a certain way where you never thought before, right? So that's the purpose of this live, for us to learn something, for us to just have a good time, and for us to just be respectful. All right. Also take it with an open mind because you can't just be one-sided. You can't just be one-sided. You can't just live your life one-sided. So let's go into the discussion. Let's see, what do you guys think about the topic? What's your answer? See, Martin said, I would say yes and no. Okay. Cool Face, she wants to build a community full of positive. Yes, I want to build a community full of positive vibe, positive people over here. All right, so that's all we're pushing. No negativity or disrespect. Is that Trinidad flag? That's a Trinidad flag, right? Red and black and white, I think. Yeah, that's a Trinidad flag. Yeah, that's Vilma. Welcome to the live, Vilma. Dominic said the Bible says honor your parents and take care of them. Have Christian morals. Okay, that's a good one. That's Trinidad flag, right? I'm not sure. So yes, if they have played a part. No, if they were an absent parent or parents. Okay, there's some good point. Any more? Anybody else have any opinion? If they didn't put them in a home. If they didn't put them in a home. Oh, you mean like adopted, like an adoption thingy? Like when you put up your kids for adoption type of thing? Is that what you're saying, Marizo? Emmanuel, welcome to the live. Just double tap the screen and like the live. We want to get a minimum of 30 likes, but our aim is really 100 today, okay? Nice to meet you, Emmanuel. So our topic today is your parents raised you. Oh gosh, oh God, oh God, oh God. Guys, I'm gonna have my second phone. I need my second phone to help me. My God, so I can stay on track. You guys can see the topic. So let me tell me what you think about it. Thank you, camera boss. What would I do without you? Huh? What would I do without my camera boss, guys? So your parents raised you, now what? What? Okay, your parents raised you, so now what? What? Okay, mom. Okay, mom. Okay, dad. Now what? You raised me, now what? Do I have to now support you financially? A lot of people are giving different answers. I really like that because I want the discussion to be not one-sided. If they don't, okay, wait, yeah. If they didn't care for you, help them by putting them in a nursing home. Show your love from far. But what if they're not old enough to be in a nursing home? Like, what if they are young? What if you have young parents, like parents in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 30s? Because I know there's a lot of different age groups, so you can still be in your 20s and then you have a parent who's in their 30s, right? So what if they're young like me? What if they're young and they're not ready for a retirement home? How would you handle that situation? All right, let's see. School Face is saying, how do you define a parent's responsibility versus a child's responsibility in adulthood? Anybody want to answer that? Where's your outfit from? Shannon, welcome. Please remember to double tap the screen so that you can like the live. This outfit was a gift. It's an early birthday gift. And I decided to open it up because I was going to the mall today and I wanted to look nice, you know? I wanted to stand out. So I don't know where it's from. I got it as a gift. Dominic, when you plant good seed, you will reap a harvest. Alberto, welcome. I'm doing great today. Please remember to double tap the screen. Cool Face is saying that I think if a choice, I think if a choice, but it's a choice, but respond. Oh my gosh, there's a typo. Let me go back. I think it is a choice, but personally in my culture, we believe in taking care of our parents. Then Marisa is saying, pray about it first and let the Lord give you answers on how to proceed. I think he's answering to the question that I asked about if your parents are not old enough to be in a retirement home, if they are young and they didn't really take care of you when you were younger, what do you do? So he's saying, pray about it and then the Lord will see you through. Keith is saying that without our parents, we wouldn't be watching this live channel right now at this moment. But I want to challenge that question, Keith. I want to challenge that because people might say that, okay, I am on earth, I'm an adult now, but did I ask my parents that I wanted to be alive? Like, did I tell them that, yo, I want to come on earth? You know what I mean? Like some people would say, oh, I didn't ask to be here. So you are responsible for me for the rest of your life because you brought me here on earth. So what if a person is saying it like that? Ayo is saying, no, it is not necessary, but as a wise child, you need to take care of your parents. I like that. But then on the other hand, you have other people who it's like they're an adult now, hard life is licking them, and they feel like, yo, why was I born? Like, why did my parents, they're so mad at their parents for bringing them on earth that they say, yo, why did you bring me here? I didn't tell you guys I wanted to be here. You know what I mean? Because you have to remember that there's so many people in this world with so many different opinions, so many different minds, everybody thinking different things, right? So some people would say, they would go as far as saying, I didn't ask you. You guys did the dirty. You guys did the do. You know, you guys did the thing and brought me here. So even when I'm 50, you better be taking care of me still. What about those people who put the blame entirely on their parents? So even when they become an adult, they're still saying like, yo, I don't care. You still have to take care of me. I'm not moving out of your house at 60, at 50, at 40, still living with their parents because they feel like it's their parents' responsibility to take care of them even when they become an adult, right? See, that's good, Marizo. Sometimes parents were just not ready. That's true. That's true because things happen. Things happen, guys. And people get pregnant and people bring a child into this world. That's why I can't really be mad at people if they put their child up for adoption. I know it's very sensitive and a lot of people have different opinion with that, but imagine a little girl, right? A little 15-year-old girl get pregnant, however she got pregnant, right? Because it's not only by her own will that she would get pregnant. What if, God forbid, she get grape? Everybody know what grape is, right? What if she get grape and then she got pregnant that way? At 15, she doesn't know what to do. She put the kid up for adoption because as a kid, it's hard. So we can't really blame that little girl because she wasn't really ready. Some circumstances happen. You know, she was at the wrong place at the wrong time and things happen, right? And then she just had to give the kid up for adoption. So does that kid have the right now to be mad with her mom for doing that? You know what I mean? What do you guys think about that scenario? We're talking about parents today. We're not talking about any abortion. I don't have anything to say on that. We're talking about parents and children who are in this world. Coolface made a point up here. He asked a question. Let me go back to see if I can find it. How do you define a parent's responsibility versus a child's responsibility in adulthood? Like, for me, I don't really want to make it solely upon my opinion because I want it to be a discussion, a two-way street. I want to hear what you guys have to say too. Coming from me as an adult now, I don't have parents, sadly. So it's kind of hard for me to really now look at it from that standpoint because I lost my parents when I was 19. My mom died when I was 19. My dad died when I was 16. So I lost my parents at a very tender age. So maybe my point of view would be different from a person who now has their parents alive, right? So that's why I want it to be a discussion, a back and forth. I don't want it to be, thank you so much, Coolface. I don't want it to just be me alone talking about what I think. I want it to be a discussion, you know. Let's have some fun. Let's have some serious discussion today. So I lost my parents when I was younger, but I can still put I can still put myself in somebody else's shoes. I can still imagine, I can still think. I'm not, you know, I can see society, like I can see what's going on in society now, so I can still give my opinion on that. But like, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit, I don't know if maybe it's gonna be a little bit biased or something. I don't know. So I don't want the discussion to solely be on my opinion only. I want to hear what you guys have to say also. So let's keep the comments rolling, guys. What do you guys think? Parents should start to write plans and leave stuff for their children. I like that because, first of all, as a kid, growing up, like say a kid, I think when you're what's the age? 18. They said when you're 18, you are an adult. Oh, some countries say 21. So let's say between 18 to 21 years old, right? They said you're an adult now, so it's time for you to move out. It's time for you to now start your own life. It's time for you to now go out and do what you gotta do as an adult, right? But I feel like parents, because the struggle, because you have to remember, because for parents the struggle is real. The struggle is real. Right now I'm 29 years old. When my mom was 29 years old, she had 5 kids already. She had 5 kids at 29 already. And I'm looking at my 29-year-old self and I'm looking back like, I don't see myself with 5 kids. I'm looking at myself like, how would I manage 5 kids? How? It's hard. And my dad, by 29, he already had like 7 kids. Imagine at 29 years old with 7 kids. It's rough. It's rough. And it was rough back then. Imagine now. So you have to remember that the parents, they're also going through a lot, right? So sometimes they can't really be as financially stable as how they would want to be, because as soon as they get some money, and maybe some of them are not really as educated as how we are now, because maybe we got a better what would I say? We got a better opportunity at education than our parents, right? Now we have social media, now we have internet, now we have so many things. But our parents back then, my parents back then, they didn't even have phones, right? So they were not really exposed to the education like that to even get a very good job that can bring in, some good. I mean, some people had rich parents, but I have to speak for myself. We grew up poor, right? So our parents didn't really have that luxury of getting a good job and all of that. So as soon as they get some money, it's gone, because you have this kid to go to school, this one is sick, that one you have to buy a new shoes, this one that, this one that. So as what Marisa is saying now, about like leaving stuff for their kids, they just cannot. They just can't. They just cannot leave anything because they just don't have it. I remember growing up, we had to see who's gonna go to school today. Like they have to literally choose, all right, you go to school today, tomorrow you go, the next one you go, because they cannot afford to send everybody to school. People in Jamaica, you guys know bun milk or bulla milk or whatever you guys call it. That's what I had to eat when I was going to primary school, because that was the cheapest thing on the menu, and that was what all my parents could afford. You know what I mean? And then back in the days, it was a little bit different from now. Now people can, no, we have so many things to like distract us. But back in the days, the only thing that they were doing is, adult stuff. That's all they could do. They could jiggy jiggy. That's all they had. They didn't have anything. Like they didn't have TV. They didn't have entertainment. They didn't have anything. They just had that. Right? So they were just breeding up. So now, now when we are older, we have social media, we have school, we have jobs, we have so many things occupying our time. We don't even have time to think about jiggy jiggy. So that's just the answer that, or make a comment to what Marisa said. All right, I'm going to read some more of the comments. For years, we have been left in poverty. Yep. Shannon, if the mother was raped, her decision to place the child for adoption likely come from a place of deep pain, fear, and even love wanting her child to have a life free from the trauma she experienced. That's very good. That's so true. That's a very, 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 very good point. Because at the end of the day, she's so young, she's so scared. We don't know what trauma, because sometimes if you don't walk in the person's shoes, you don't understand really what happened. You can try to imagine, but you really don't know what happened. And she's so traumatized. So in that case, I wouldn't be mad at her for doing that. Give her some time to heal. And then maybe she could even keep contact with the adopted parents. And then when she becomes a little bit older, now she can now slowly introduce herself in the kid's life. Because not because the baby is adopted, that doesn't mean that the mother has to like not keep any contact with the parents. You know what I mean? So that's a very good point, Shannon. All right, mix up. Dasa, big up yourself. Welcome to the live, first of all. So mom does her part to raise me. I'll do what I can do for her. But she must remember I am an adult now and have responsibilities, so don't pressure me. That's a good point. I even had that as one of my pointers because we have to also well, our parents have to also remember that, hey, I have kids too. Hey, I have a husband or I have a wife. I have my own little family that I started. So, like the little money that I'm getting, can it stretch that far? Can it stretch that far? You know what I mean? So our parents also have to remember that, hey, we're adults too. We have our life going on too. Our kids need stuff too. So you can't just pressure us, expecting us to do everything for you. You know what I mean? Especially if your parent or your parents, they're at an age where they can actually work. Like they are physically, they have strength in their body. They're not old and weeble. You know what I mean? Especially if they can go work. Go work. Don't pressure your kids. They have their life too. So that's a good point. Twain, big up yourself, Twain. Welcome to the live. I hope you double tap. I'm pretty sure you did, but I still have to remind you. All right. So Twain is saying, would you feel guilty if you didn't support your parents financially? Why or why not? Personally, if I had my parents alive, I feel like sadly I didn't really get to know my parents very well. Like I didn't really know them because at that age I was still kind of young and I didn't really understand life as yet. But I feel like if my parents were alive, knowing me and my siblings, we are like go-getters. Like we take so much after our parents, especially my dad. He's a go-getter, so we have that same spirit, right? Or that same gene in us. So it's like we would be like doing everything. You know what I mean? We would be like going out, make sure parents are good. So I know that if my parents were alive, I would still be pushing out the effort to help them too. I feel like I would be doing everything for my parents. But knowing my dad, I feel like my dad would still be like out there hustling and grinding still. He wouldn't want any help or financially. You know, he would be that type of person who's a go-getter. He would make sure that we are good still, even in our adult age. My mom, on the other hand, maybe I would still have to take care of my mom. Knowing her as how she was before she passed away. So would you feel guilty if you didn't support your parents? I don't think I would feel guilty. I don't think I would feel guilty because I know how they are, right? So they wouldn't want anything from me. So I wouldn't feel guilty. But on the other hand, we can't, well, that question is towards me, but other people, they might have a different opinion because maybe their parents want them to help them, right? But my parents, I feel like they wouldn't really want too much. They wouldn't really stress us too much, you know? As long as we're good, I feel like they're good too. They can fend for themselves. Cool phase. Parents choose to bring a child into the world and okay, parents choose to bring a child into the world, and with that comes the responsibility to raise, care for, and provide for that child. That's true. I agree with that. I like that because, as I said, they did the nasty. They did the they did it. So it's their responsibility to take care of that child at least until they're 18 to 21 years old. At least 18. Cool Face is also saying it's part of the job and not, it's part of the job and an investment expecting a future payout. Oh, it's not an investment. Oh, sorry, guys. So, yeah, man, it's a part of your job. You brought the child to the world and it's your responsibility to take care of that child. Shannon, sorry guys if I'm a bit behind on the comments. I'll get to your comments. It's just that a lot are coming in and I want to make sure I reach to everybody. So Shannon is saying, to a child even in adulthood Being placed for adoption can feel like rejection. No matter the reason, it can stir questions like, why didn't my mom want me? That's a very, 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 very good point. I don't know how to comment on that because I guess growing up in Jamaica, we didn't really see a lot of people getting adopted. Like, I don't know any adopted people. I just know that my aunt would have a kid, and then she would come and leave the kid at my yard, which with my mom, I guess, and then my mom just take care of that kid. I guess that's would be adoption. Maybe yes or maybe no, but it's a very good point though. But I've never really been around people who were adopted to really feel their point of view on that. But that's a very good point. But it can really be like that because maybe if I was adopted, I would feel kind of bad still to know that, damn, these people just give me up. But maybe because I'm a very understanding person and a forgiving person. So if it's a reason like the grape thing, right, Shannon? If it's a grape thing, and then no, my mom herself, right, come to me as an adult and explain the situation, and she would come and say, you know what? When I was 15 years old, I got grape. I don't know who your father is. Yada 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 yada. It was just a circumstance, and I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm sorry, but at the young age of 15, I was not able mentally or physically to take care of you. So I gave you to a family who I know can, you know, take care of you financially and mentally better than I could at 15 years old. I feel like if my mom, biologically mom, would come to me and say that after the whole situation, I would forgive her. Because at that point, like, you can't really be too hard on her, right? At that point, at 15 years old, it's very young. 15-year-old people, they don't even know the real world. They feel like they're an adults because they start growing hair under their armpit, and they start growing breasts, and they start hitting puberty. So they feel like, yeah, they're a big woman, but they're really young. You can't really have a good, solid conversation with a 15-year-old. So I feel like in this case, Shannon, if I had a circumstance like that, knowing the person who I am today, I feel like I would forgive her. And then maybe at that point we can start, our relationship and see where it goes. Hi G Dizzle, welcome to the live. Please remember to double tap, big up yourself. Cool face. I don't know why I'm breathing so hard. Let me drink some coconut water, guys. Hold on there. Won't I get dry? This is one of my favorite coconut water. Why do I like it? I don't know. 1 second. Okay. Where am I? All right. So, cool face. That said, gratitude and love can sometimes inspire adult children to help out their parents' life later in life. True, because imagine if you had a parent who was very trying, it continues, especially if the parents are struggling or aging, but that's more about mutual care and respect and not an owed debt. True, I like that, because if I have my parents, I see how hardworking my dad was. I see how much things they sacrificed. I see how many things they did. They did so much for us, right? My dad, he worked so hard. He used to be a bush. Like, he used to go to the bush, dig yam, plant corn, plant callaloo. We used to have a chicken farm. We used to have eggs. We used to have so many things that my dad would provide for us, right? And he tried his best. So imagine growing up, I would definitely make sure my parents are solid because they gave me a good life. They raised me good. So I would make sure that I'm there for them. But on the other hand, as Coolface is saying, it's not owed. Like, how? Okay, I have this question. Do you feel like if a person help you in like a very like say you were really down and somebody help you, how much amount of money do you feel like you can give to that person for them to feel like you did something for them? How much amount of money can you pay somebody for helping you out of a very bad situation? How much money? What's the right amount? Do you give them 1,000, 2,000, 1,000,000, 2,000,000? Like, how do you squeeze that out? Or can you even squeeze it out? I want you guys to answer that. Let me read the comments in the meantime. Yes, guys, we are not even at 30 likes yet. Double tap the screen so we can reach to 30 and then we now progress to 100. Maybe depending on your heart, you will help the parent. Yeah, depending on my heart, I would definitely help my parents. You wouldn't want the parent to cause disappointment on your life. True. No nasty, they had sex, LOL. We are adults. They did the dirty. I'm gonna say that. They did the do. They did the what are some reasons adult children might choose not to support their parents? Cool Face said abuse and neglect. Let me see if I'm gonna answer that question, but let me see how much more comments. Whoa, there's a lot of comments. I feel like I'm going slow through the comments today, guys. You guys are ready for me today. Okay, abuse and neglect. That's a good one. See, Cool Face definitely basically answered the question. Yeah, because if I had parents who didn't give a damn, they never wanted to send me to school, they brought me here, they didn't even want to take care of me, like, I'm not gonna... What you want me to do? Now you're old and now you want me to help you when you didn't even do anything for me as a child? Because we have to also remember that not all parents are like my parents. Not all parents are like your parents. Some parents are bad parents. Some parents don't have no parenting skill whatsoever. Some parents are selling their little girls to grown-ass men. You know what I mean? Some are selling their boys. Because growing up, it was just the girls, but no, it's the both male and female. Like, they are doing some things to their kids that you could never imagine in your life. So imagine that. Why would I want to support you when all you did was make all of your male friend them take advantage of me when I was young? No, I wouldn't want to have anything to do with you. Not because you brought me to the world. That doesn't mean that I'm now gonna like forget everything that you did. I'll always remember. Maybe I can find a place in my heart to forgive you, but that's it. I love you from afar, brother. I love you from afar. You're not gonna do all of that to me and expect that I'm gonna come and act like, oh, this good daughter that you have when you did so many bad things and abusive things to me. No, that's not right. Keith is saying that my mom kept me in line with whips and strict discipline, and today women like men that like the man that they see in me. I appreciate her way of parenting style and I will reflect it in the next generation. So true. Same for me. My mom used to give me my lunch money for the entire week, right? First of all, the money that she's giving me, it cannot even carry me for the entire week. But I had to make sure that I saved that money. I think the money that she gave me was just to pay my bus fare to school and back for the week. That's it. There was no lunch money included in that. I appreciate that because when all my other friends were getting their lunch money for the week, which was double or triple what I was getting, they spent it off in one day, right? They spend it off in one day. But because of that parenting skill, now today I can confidently say that I am very good with money. I'm very good with budgeting. And I'm very good when it comes to like being strict on what is supposed to be done. Like, I am not the type of person that will have, you know, some people would say, I always ask some of my friends this question. I said, would you pay your rent or would you buy food with the last money that you have? Most of them said, me not go hungry. Landlord, I forgot wait. Oh, sorry, guys. For the people who don't speak Patois. A lot of them would say, No, my landlord have to wait because I'm going to use my last money and buy food. But because of the discipline that I had from I was a child, knowing that the last money that I have is to pay my rent, I will pay my bills. And then my belly would automatically be full because my bills are paid. But I guess I'm like that because of how I was brought up, and which, mind you, I am very good. I'm very happy with that situation because I could have been like my other friends at school, spending off my money. But because of her parenting skill in that scenario, I'm good today. So I love that. I used to get beaten a lot too. We used to get slaps. But looking back today, I feel good. I feel good to know that they cared about us so much to slap us, to be honest. We were out of line and we got slaps. And it make us into the woman and men who we are today. Obviously, some people get slapped and they still come out to be bad people. But I guess it's just a personality thing. But I just had to comment on what Keith is saying. And then Shannon saying that I think sometimes people become parents before they're truly ready, still growing and figuring out life themselves. In those situations, they may unintentionally place expectation on their children, seeing them as part of their future security or support system. True, that is true. That is true because even my parents, they had kids when they were very young, very young. And they didn't really know what they were doing. Maybe they had like, because my grandmother was in my life when I was younger. So they had their parents to help them with the kids too, right? So that's so true. Cool face. What does the obligation of care for a parent, when does the obligation to care for your parents stop, or does it ever stop? Very good question. I feel like it only stops if they pass away. If they pass away, then it might stop right there. But if they are alive and they have been, and I wouldn't say obligation, that's a very strong word. Let's just say if I had very good parents, I'd want to also show them that love that they showed me when I was growing up, especially if they're elderly and they're old now, can't really help themselves. I would definitely show them my care, but I wouldn't say it's an obligation. And I feel like that if we're going to use obligation, I feel like that obligation would never, it would never stop because they're getting older. The older they get is the more weak they become. The older they get is the more not independent. Like they're not independent anymore because they're getting older. So I feel like it never stops. Never stops. Shannon part 3. So because they gave us life and made sacrifices, they may feel that we owe them. We owe them care in return, even if they didn't have the tools to parent in the healthiest way. True. But if you are a parent now and you have adult kids, I don't think you should be hard on your adult kids, because remember that us as adults, we have life too, right? We have bills, we have school fee, we have kids, we have so many things. We have our own pleasures. We have things that we want to do with our money. We have stuff that we want to lavish ourselves with. So don't just be hard on your kids to say, oh, I did all these things for you, you're ungrateful, so you better take care of me. No, let them come to that place where they can say, you know what? I'm going to do this for my mom. Let them do it voluntarily, not you just telling them that, oh, you have to this, and you have to do this, and you have to do that. No, that's not right. Not right at all, in my opinion, of course. Marizo, usually person who are ready to be parents are usually the ones who are not so blessed, sadly. So true. So true. I feel like most of us were just conceived somehow. We weren't planned. I know I was not one of the planned ones. Most of us were not planned, especially the 1990 whatever people them, we weren't planned. They were just doing the dirty and then just come along. But the people who really want to have kids, it's always hard for them. I don't know why. I don't know why at all. They always have to go to the doctor to get a egg planted, sperm injected, all those stuff. Shannon, it's a complex dynamic that often comes from a place of deep need, not selfishness. True. Again, last part. I love the comments, Shannon. I love the comments. Remember, they're human too, just like us, figuring things out as they go. At one point, they were just trying to be moms and dads and the best way that they know. True. Martin sent me in the chat. Hi, Mark. Welcome to the chat. Please remember to double tap the screen. We want to reach to 100 likes today. And please remember to subscribe. All right, Mark? Big up yourself. Floyd, Martin sent me. Look at, wow. Wow. All these people Martin sent you. So we have Floyd. We have Shamar. Sorry. Guys, I'm not good with names. Bear with me. So we got Floyd, Shamar, Tyrese, Leon, Jazzy. Big up on yourself. All right? Thank you, Martin, for sending all these people to the live. Big up on yourself. Double tap the screen. We want to reach to 100 likes. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. All right, guys? There's a lot of valuable content over here, so you don't want to miss out. Subscribe and you'll see everything, all right? You'll see my pretty face. Yeah. All right, so back to the discussion. We have Keith. Oh, yeah, to the question that I asked before about how much money do you think is enough to pay somebody for help, or a family member that help you during a tough time. So Keith is saying no amount can measure the help you get. You can thank them in any amount that can be appreciated. I like that. But I want to challenge that, Keith, because you have some people that they feel like because they help you, it's like they own you now, right? They help you during your hard time, so they feel like, yo, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have been where you are because I was the one who helped you, right? But people have to understand that, yo, not because you helped me, you chose to help because of out of the goodness of your heart. And that's very much appreciated by the person. But you also have to remember that you don't own the person now. Not because you help them, it doesn't mean that you always have to know, yes, master, no, master, yes, your majesty, no, your majesty, please, your majesty. No, hell to the no. You help them and they thank you. And if they want to give you a thing, they give you a little money and say, yo, thank you so much for what you did for me. Here, hold this. This is what I have. You know what I mean? But some people feel like because they help you, you owe them your life. And that's true. That's so true. Martin sent me Zandre. I hope I got that right, Zandre. I hope I got that right. Not good with names, but big up yourself, Zandre. That's a nice name, you know, Zandre. That's a very nice name. I like that. Big up yourself, Zandre. Subscribe and like the live, is it? Okay. I'm going too slow tonight, guys. It's because I have a lot to say. But let me go through the chat. I still have a lot more chat to go through. All right, so where was Zandre? Yeah, Zandre right there. And then we have Ernesto. Welcome. Big up yourself, Ernesto. Please remember to subscribe and like the live. So Cool Face is saying that your parents raised you, know what? Oh, okay, you're just reposting the topic. Yeah, because yo, Cool Face not easy, you know. Cool Face said, let me repost the title just in case you forget the title. Tell me now, who forgets their own title that they post? Me, Nayoka, only Nayoka. And believe me, I chose this topic from morning. I chose this topic from 5 a.m. And I don't know why I keep on forgetting. I guess because I'm on the spot, it's like I forget things on the spot easy. And the distraction too. Not really distraction. A lot of people are commenting, so my focus is on here. So sometimes I forget about that. And then I usually have my second phone helping me to stay on track, but I don't have that today, so I'm freestyling. Is it? All right, so Ernesto, big up yourself. Martin, if you have a wife, they have to understand you can't give them all and leave your family without. 100%. 100% with that. Especially if you have your own obligation. Of course, like we are adults too. We have our own life. You can't expect me to be giving you all my paycheck. Doesn't make sense. And what type of parent would you be if you keep on collecting all your kids' money when you know they already have things going on in their life? That wouldn't be fair. Double tap. We're at 40 likes. We have 60 more to go, guys. So double tap up the screen. As soon as you join, just double tap. So Keith is saying that especially when they retire, we are to financially support them. Even gestures like throwing them anniversaries and birthdays or vacation. That's good. Because don't feel like it's only financially that you can support your parents. You can also support your parents by going over to their house, doing their laundry, helping them with taking out the garbage, helping them with cooking a one meal for the week if you're not that busy. Keep their company. Go watch a one movie with your parents. Sometimes they're lonely, especially when you get old. Like when you get old, you get lonely. That's why you always see that old people, your grandmother and your older people in your family, they always have a photo book. What do you call a book there, camera boss? The photo book with the picture album. Yo, they always have an album. And I know it's not only Jamaicans alone. Everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody on here can relate to that. They always have an album. When you go to your grandmother's house, they sit you down. Oh, this is me when I was 17. Oh, this is your mom. Look at her when she was a baby. Oh, loneliness. They're lonely. So sometimes the money that you're giving them is not even helping them. Sometimes they just want some companionship, especially like if they even had a spouse and then the spouse passed away, and then that even is worse because now they become more lonely. At that age, they don't have time to go out to mingle and try to find somebody else. They're lonely. So the least you can do is, oh, let me go look for my mom today. Let me go bring out my mom for some ice cream. Let me take my mom out on a date. Mother's Day come. Let me just buy my mom some rose. Just simple things like that you can do to appreciate your parents. It doesn't always have to be about money. It doesn't always have to be about, oh, I have to give them this money. No, man, you can just easily throw out the garbage. That's it. Take out the garbage. I know one of my cousins, every time he goes to his mom's house, he take out the garbage, even if it's not full. Oh, mom, you have garbage? Take out the garbage all the time for his mom. So I always like that about him. And thank you, Martin. Big up yourself for sending all these people to the live. Big up yourself. Khalil, Wagwan, where were you? Sometimes you can just recognize them that way. You need to stop waiting for funerals. Exactly. Remember on Mother's Day, I was telling you guys the same thing. Don't scatter roses when your parents are gone. Scatter the rose now. Give them the flowers now. If they don't like flowers, go buy them a shoes if they like shoes. Go buy them a cake if they like to eat cake. Take them out on a date if they're that type. Give your mom or your dad a vacation. Do something. Do something that they like. It doesn't always have to be money and waiting for them to dead and then you bawl and say, oh, if I only knew that my mom was gonna die, I would have done this, I would have done that. My mom passed away in April, right? Few weeks before Mother's Day. And I was planning to send her to a play that was going on in the neighborhood. And I bought the tickets and everything. And then she passed away like 2 weeks before Mother's Day. So imagine how hurt I was, because I'm like, damn, it was a surprise. She didn't even know I was going to buy the ticket. You understand? So that's even worse. Don't wait until your parents pass away, guys. Treat them good now. If they did you good, or even if they did you bad and you forgive them, treat them good today. Start. If you haven't done it, start today. It's never too late to start. The only time when it's late is when they pass and gone. So no matter how much brews you buy, no matter how much wreath you buy, no matter how much time you go to the graveside and paint off the grave, no matter how much house you build. Because I saw a video of some people with a house, like they build an actual house as the grave, and they might struggle with it. I was like, I bet when that person was alive, they never used to care. But as soon as the person passed away, they build a big house on top of the grave. No matter how much you do that, your parents will never know, because they already passed and gone, brother. Gone already. If your parents sacrifice their own dreams and comfort for you, does this make financial support more of a duty? In my opinion, no. Because as I said, you went out there, did the dirty, planned to have kids. That's your responsibility. If I decide to have a kid now, I can't now tell my kid that, oh, I was going to baking school, and because I got pregnant with you, I had to stop baking, and no, you owe me the rest of your life because I didn't finish my baking school because of you. Hell to the no. I cannot hold my kid accountable for something that I did. I was the one who got pregnant. I can't now tell them that, oh, you have to support me now because I didn't finish my career, or I didn't finish my schooling, or I didn't finish what I was doing, but you came in the picture. I would say no. That's why we need to build generational wealth. Exactly. Now we can do that. Now we have the opportunity to do that. But our parents back in the days, they didn't really know anything like that. Now we have social media. Now we have so many ways to make income. It's easy now. But back in the days, they never really had that luxury that we have now. So if we don't build generational wealth for our kids now, it's our fault. You know what I mean? Like our parents, they kind of, got away with it because they never really, they weren't really open up to so much information. But we have Chat GPT for free. So you're telling me now that there's no way for you to make money when you have a free AI helping you with whatever you want? Any business idea you come up with and you put it in Chat GPT, you can come up with anything you want. We have information at our fingertips that our parents didn't have. So anybody to blame nowadays if you don't have wealth, or if you can't seem to find a way, it's your fault. You have information, you have Google, you can search anything you want. And I agree with this, Marizo. That's why you need to build some generational wealth. All right. Sent over by Martin. Hi, Math Hibbs. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining the live. This is what all parents should work on, and don't make it a priority to depend solely on their kids. Sorry, guys. Create generational wealth refers to assets, money, property, investment, business, or anything of value that's passed down from one generation to the next. Okay, Coolface just explaining that to us. It's wealth that benefits your kids, grandkids, and beyond. Yup, so true. Hi, Khalil. Khalil, you just say hey alone. You don't have nothing to say, Khalil. What go on? Build me that house now. That's how some parents Some parents would say, yo, you build your wife house and you not build me house. You give your dirty. Sorry, we're not get too scared. You build your woman house and you can't buy me house. Hell to the no, man. Relax yourself. Hearts for over 50. Oh my gosh. We're over 50 likes. We're at 54 likes right now. I'm so caught up in the comment section. I'm not even looking up there. But big up on yourself, guys. We're halfway there. We're halfway there. 50 more to go. Well, 47 more to go because I have 53 on my end. All right. Martin sent me Kavan. Kavan, big up yourself. Double tap the screen, subscribe. I have 305 videos, I believe. After this live, dive into those videos, all right? Pretty sure you'll find something that you like. Okay, finally, I reached to the bottom. Well, I reached to the end. Or I'm updated now on the chat. I was just... Yo, I cannot take Jamaican people. I cannot. Yo, see, camera boss telling me why for the bottom. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I've reached, I'm now up. Is it better? I'm now updated on the chat. Is that okay? All right. All right. So Maurice is saying, wealth is also the gift of a strong religion and religious belief. Yep. Keith, we should send our kids over for we should send our kids over for a weekend or holiday. That alone is equivalent to giving them money. So true. Yo, that's so true. Like, one of my friends was just telling me that his mom was so happy for his own kid. Like, so he had a baby and his mom was super happy, like, oh yeah, bring my grandchild, because I don't know why parents are always so happy about grandkids. I guess because they're so lonely. They're like, yo, just bring the kids, I'll take care of the kids. Majority of the mothers, well, let's say parents, because fathers too, a lot of parents, they're like, bring the grandkids, and that's why they're stressing us. Well, not me, but they're stressing you guys who doesn't have kids, stressing you guys to have kids. Oh, when am I going to get my grandbaby? Why? Because they're lonely and they want kids to help them to sacrifice to keep up that time and help them, you know, to keep that little bundle of joy and that little, you know, I don't know, keep them youth in their youthfulness, I guess, if that makes sense. Cool face. Cool face say why? Oh my gosh. Jamaica is short of children. I believe that Canada is short of children too. That's why in Canada they always say, like, oh, we don't have enough people, and people are the death to birth rate is not really matching up. Too many people are dying, too many people are getting old, and then too many and not enough people are having kids. So that's why they're like, oh, we need more immigrants because we need to fill up all those spaces. But then on the other hand, they're saying that too many immigrants are here now. That's a story for another day. That's a story for another day, guys. So young people now are faking it till they make it. Trouble. Oh my God. Let me drink some coconut water. I know the people in Jamaica right now, you guys are looking at me like, ew, what are you drinking? You need a real jelly water. But guys, this is all I can get for now. It is really good. I'm pretty sure a lot of Jamaicans do not even buy this. Do you guys have this in the grocery store? It tastes nicer when it's cold. It's not really that cold right now. All right. What we have now? It's expensive. The coconut water. Okay. Oh wait, I'm not. Wait, did I miss something? Okay, Keith said sometimes we should send them the annual wellness checkup. We shouldn't always wait for the time they say they're not feeling well. True. A lot of people only remember their parents when the parents say, "Oh, I feel sick." The only time when they visit is when they have to like pick them up to bring them to the doctor. That's it. And after that, "Oh, mommy, you're good now? All right, I'm fine." And they don't see them again until the parents get sick again. So that's so true. I have a, wait, let me choose my words correctly, or carefully, I should say. I know somebody who has their mom living like 2 minutes away from them. 2 minutes, literally. Next door, basically. And in Canada. And their mom, in winter season when snowstorm and everything, the mom have to take the bus to work, right? And then the mom had her kid or child living 2 minutes away who drives, who has a car, and then that person would never ever pick up their mom and say, "Oh mom, you want a lift to work tonight?" Never. Never. And she's not calling them either to ask. But if I had my mom living 2 minutes away and my mom had to go to work still, especially in winter, you know, the winters in why am I saying Jamaica? The winters in Canada are very bizarre. Like, it's very bad out there. Imagine my mom just lived 2 minutes away from me and I drive and I can't even give my mom a ride to work. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. My mom doesn't have to ask for a lift. I would be there every night as long as as long as I don't have anything else to do, as long as I don't have work, or if I'm free, she don't have to ask. I'm just gonna be downstairs like, "Hey, mom, you ready for work? Let me know when." Um, so Marisa said, as a parent, I can do what I can now and hope my kids will be appreciative, and I think that's an important way to go. True. And you can also be open with your kids, right? When your kids reached, I feel like nowadays it might be a little bit easier. Like, when I say nowadays, I mean like if I have a kid now, I feel like it would be a little bit easier to communicate with them. I feel like they would understand more because, you know, you can reason with your kids. Like, your kids are not just, it's not like us when I was growing up. My mom used to just tell me one thing, and I can't even ask her to say, "Why did you say that?" or "Why not?" I cannot ask her why because I already lose like two of my teeth already if I ever ask her why. But I feel like in this day and age, you can reason with your kids and just let them know that, yo, hard life, brother. And let them understand that, yo, it's not, I'm not the richest, but I'll try my best to do everything that I can for you. You know what I mean? I feel like you can reason with your kids, and your kids should have the understanding to understand what's really going on, right? I'm not a parent, but you must can reason with your kids if you grow them up the right way, right? And you just explain like, "Yo, this is all I have, and next time I'll try my best to do better." You know what I mean? Yes, guys, double tap up the screen, man. Double tap the screen. Oh, let me bring this point. Let me bring this point across because this was one of my points. Um, what do you guys think about? What do you guys think about? Say you have an older sibling, right? Say you have an older sibling, and that sibling used to be like the mother or the father of the house because maybe the parents were not really, some parents don't care. So now the big sibling have to take over and say, "You know what? I'm sending you to school. I'm sending you to," because when I was 16, I used to live with my sister. And she used to send me to school. She used to do everything for me. She used to give me food. She used to provide a roof over my head. So like, what do you guys think about that? Like, what if your parents were not, you know, there was a certain point in time where your parents were not there, but your siblings stepped in to help out? What do you guys think? Like, do you think now you would have to show that appreciation back to your sibling? Or what are your point of view on that? Because I had my older siblings who were taking care of us. My two older sisters, they were always taking care of us. I can remember in high school, I used to live with my sister straight, like every day, like for a few years straight until I became an adult. So like, do I now have to look to that person as, you know what, my mom is not here, you stepped in when the parents were not there, so do I now treat my sister as my parent now? Not my parent, you know what I mean? Like, do I now say that, you know what, you did what you have to do, so this is what I have to do now for you? Do they now take this place of the parent? What do you guys think about that? Okay, while you guys listen to that, let me read it. While you guys reply to that, let me read some of the comments. Cool Face, double tap the screen. Cool Face is saying, it's not just financial support you should give to your parents. Express your love and gratitude. Tell them often how much they mean to you. True. Don't assume they just know. Say thank you, say I love you, and share specific memories or ways they shaped your life. I agree. I was saying something like that earlier, but I missed out the point to say show gratitude. Just sometimes you just say thank you, mom, for what you did for me. Yo, that means so much. They're looking back like, yo, my kid said thank you to me today. Oh my gosh, I must be doing a good job. You know, that feels so good to them. And I love you. When I was growing up, I've never heard my mom say I love you to me. Never. My dad, yes, because he was living overseas, and then every time when he would call us, he would tell us that I love you when he's hanging up the phone. But never hear my mother say I love you. And that doesn't mean that she never loved me. She did love us. But I guess they just didn't know how to, how can I say? They were just not exposed in a certain way. I feel like they felt like they shouldn't show so much emotion because maybe we would feel like they're a weak parent. You know what I mean? Like, people who have parents who are like in their 50s now, when you were growing up, have you ever heard your mom or dad say, oh, I love you? Never, especially in Jamaica. You don't hear that. You don't hear that. Maybe now people are now saying that to their kids, but growing up, never. I used to remember the beating though. But deep down, you just know that your parents love you, even though they never said it to you. But deep down, you just know. And I feel like we all grow up with that thing in us. Because now, my older sister, is telling me that I am not emotional because I don't want to hug her. And one day, I hug up this girl, and then she's going to kiss me on my cheek. It was a crazy day for me. I pushed her away. I said, "Will y'all kiss me for my girl?" What? I said, "Oh, what is?" You know what I mean? I didn't grow up doing all of that, hugging up my siblings and saying I love you to them and stuff like that. Now I'm doing that. Now I'm learning to do that. But I felt weird when we started hugging and stuff like that because they just never grow us like that. And then, all right, I don't want to get too carried away and not read the comments. All right. Something important to parent is laughter. Oh, laughter is so valuable. I don't remember seeing my mom and my dad laughing. Never. Those people don't laugh. They just beat and give you food and give you lunch money. Come, take this, take this. They look like they don't even want to give you. They don't laugh. And I remember that. Sometimes I sit down and I wonder, like, did my parents had a good life? Did my parents really live a good life? Because I never really see them doing anything to say they were celebrating or they were living a good life or anything like that. So sad, man. So sad. Keyshawn said, shout out to Harman Barracks. Who's that? Shout out to Harman Barracks. All right. Cool face. Also, let them spend time with grandkids or younger family members. It's healing for both sides. That's true. Too bad. When I have my kids, what am I gonna do, guys? What am I gonna do? Send them to camera boss parents. All right. Big up. Oh, yeah. Big up Harman Barracks. Barracks sound familiar. I used to have a classmate named Barracks, last name in my class. Big up yourself, Harman Barracks. Welcome to Nayoka's world. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. All right? Yeah, man. Big up yourself. All right. Subscribe. King. Big up yourself. Martin sent me. Please shout out to my officer, my officers who joined the love. They are currently on active duty and still giving their support, and please encourage them to come again and again. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself, and as camera boss I say, continue doing the good work. I know you guys are serving and protecting. I should be there so you guys can serve and protect. Is it? But big up on yourself, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate the love. Really appreciate the support, guys. So big up on yourself. I have 305 videos. So when you guys have free time, go ahead and check out the channel. All right, big up. All right, all right. How this name pronounced now? Camera boss, help me with that one, yeah. Abidin. Guys, bear with me with these names. Abidin. All right, Abidin. If I didn't pronounce it right, let me know. You're so pretty. Oh, thank you. And I'm rocking. Trovain. Yo, camera boss have to be helping me today to pronounce. You're so pretty. Thank you so much. Beautiful eyes and cheeks. Thank you. I got it from my mama. I look exactly like my mom, guys. Keith, yes, they were never exposed to saying I love you. Just like we never see them kiss or hug in front of us. So true. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's weird. Well, nowadays I can say it's weird. But back then it was normal. But now I'm like, my mom never hugged me up. My dad never hugged me up. But when I was hurt, they rushed me to the hospital. They look at my wounds. They dress it. You know, they cared. But they just never show the care. You know what I mean? Like, they never really say, hug you up and embrace you and say, oh, my baby, I love you so much. Never. Never. So now I have to learn that. I have to learn that with my siblings. I have to be hugging my siblings. I have to make sure that I tell my siblings that I love you, so that even though they know I care for them, I have to like physically, like verbally say it, like I love you, for them to get it. Especially my sister. Ugh. I have to tell her. I know she must be on here looking at me like, yeah, you better hug me. So, Abby DM. Cuddling in relationship, and do you struggle with feeling lonely even when you're around people? No, I don't struggle with any of those. Blessings to all the officers on the live. Big up on yourself. A warm big up from Nayoka's world to you guys. Big up. Big up on yourself. How long have I been on live, camera boss? More than an hour, right? All right. Anyway, guys. 1.5? All right. Anybody else have any comments, any questions? Because I'm going to end off very soon. Oh, wait. I went to the mall today. Let me show you guys what I bought. So, next week Sunday, I have my photo shoot. Next week Sunday, I think I'm going to go live earlier, maybe. What do you think, camera boss? I think I'm going to go live a little bit earlier next Sunday because I have my photo shoot and then I might do something after that. But I feel like I'm going to go live early. Maybe as soon as I'm done with the photo shoot, I'll go live. So I went to Sephora for the first time in my life because I'm not really a makeup girl. Instead of seeing it as a duty, we can think of supporting our parents as a natural part of a healthy family bond where everyone helps when they can. Yeah, that's good. Whoop. Oh boy, guys, you see, when you buy cheap things, this always happen, guys. When you buy cheap stuff. Jesus Christ. Hold on, give me a minute there, guys. Let me take out my earring. Jesus, my earring drop out of my ears. But big up Sheen still because you see that earring, yeah? Sheen are going with them things. I'll put it in bucket. And I have this earring for a long time too. Quality over quantity. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, the presents day. Did you get anything else? No, I haven't gotten any more gifts. This was the most recent gift that I got. And guys, I really like it. I wish I could wear it every day, but you know, I have to wash it. So, I got this from Sephora. I'm not really a Sephora girl because I don't really wear makeup. I don't really do those girly stuff because you know I am a chef. When you're in the kitchen, you can't be wearing eyelash because you don't want it to fall out into the people, them food and stuff like that. So, yeah, I only do these things once a year. Yeah. Every year for my birthday, I do my lashes, I do my nails, I look girly, you know. I do a little thing and thing. So this year, I usually just install the lashes every year. But this year I cannot because I'm going to school. And they don't allow you to wear those, you know, those extra extended lashes at school. Because I'm doing baking and pastry and you know, they're saying that they don't want the eyelash to fall out in the food and stuff like that. So anyway, I have to respect that. Usually I would do my nails. Sorry, I cannot do my nails this year because I'm going to school. And I'm going to school during the summertime. So my nails, I'll just paint them and then remove the paint after I'm done. So I bought this lash so that I can just put it on, do my photo shoot and take it off back, go to school normal. And then the girl said, this is the eyelash glue. Guys, I never used these things in my life before. Never. Now I have to go watch YouTube to see if I can figure out how to put this lash on. All right. When I figure it out, you guys will know. So I got this eyelash and then this is the glue to glue this on. Yep. The girls say it's a cat eye. Cat eye. Whatever that is. All right. Then the girl said because it's my birthday, she gave me this sample. What is? Sunscreen. I don't really use sunscreen, but sometimes the sun hot. She gave me this sunscreen and this little sample spray. She claimed to say that's my birthday gift from Sephora. Wow. Anyways, I'm grateful. So I got this today at the mall. And I also bought a shoes. Let me show you guys. I bought these shoes today. Keith, parents, we should care for them the same way we would want to be cared for when we get old. That's a very, I love that. Can you pin? How do you pin a comment? Let me pin this. I like that. So I'm going to pin that. Key. That's very good, because when you now have your kids, you're going to still be debating like, oh, I want my kids to take care of me, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So do the same. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, right? All right, so I bought this shoe. Guys, I walked the entire mall. I went into every single shoe store on the mall. I walked for like 3 hours, and this is the only shoe that this is the first shoe I saw. The first store that I went in, I saw these shoes, and I'm like, you know what? I like these shoes, but let me walk around and see what else I can find. 3 hours later, I went back to the exact same store that I saw these shoes in, and I bought these shoes. Because the other shoes were not, I didn't like them that much. And also, I had a budget. I was on a budget, so I never really wanted to go extra. So I bought this shoe. This is the shoes that I bought for my photo shoot. Yo, I look so nice in this shoe, guys. So this is it. I didn't want the heel to be too high, because, you know, can't really walk in a heels, guys. So this is the back. What do you guys think? I really like this bow. This is so cute. So I got this shoe as this is one of the shoes that I'm going to use for the photo shoot. And then I have another shoe. I'm going to go, well, that shoe, I had it for a long time, but this one is new, and I'm going to wear this on Sunday for my photo shoot. So you guys will see the pictures like, yo, your girl is stepping out. Yo, your girl is turning 30. Like, I have to go hard or go home. You see it? See, Marisa, your birthday gonna be lit. Of course. Of course. So yeah, Tiffany, that's cute. I just can't do skinny heels anymore. Girl, I can't do skinny heels either, but you know, I gotta fake it till I make it, you see it? But this one, it was not too bad. I can stand perfectly in this. And because you see this part, it gives a lot of support. So it like holds onto my foot. So, and then this part is not too thin. So this part helps too. So it's comfortable. And I feel like, you see the bottom of it? I feel like this has a lot to do with it, eh? It's nice. And then you see the heel is not that skinny. It's kind of thick. You have some support. So I walked around in the store in it, felt comfortable, and I just cannot get past this bow. I'm going to be wearing a white dress, a white short dress. So, you know, this shoe will be perfect. And then I'm trying to figure out my second outfit, because it's 2 outfits. I have 3 dresses in mind. And I have another red shoes. Wait. Teddy will keep your company until I get back. One minute. Teddy, I hope you're not over here giving any trouble, eh? And then this is my second. It has some dust on it, but this is gonna be my second shoe that I will be wearing for my second outfit. I have these shoes for a few years now. I feel like every photo shoot I always wear these shoes, because I don't know why. I just love it. So I'm gonna incorporate it somehow into the photo shoot next week. But this is the next one. The heels are kind of thick, kind of broad, but it doesn't have a lot of support because, oh God, there's a lot of dust on it. So you see the This is very thin, so it doesn't give a lot of support. This is just my picture shoes. To be honest, I cannot really walk in these because the support is not like too much. But if I can stand and I can walk around a little bit, but if I have to like wear this to an event, it's gonna be very uncomfortable. So I just use it as my picture shoes because it's really cute. You see the back with the gold. It's nice. So this is gonna be one shoe, and then this is gonna be the main showstopper. All right, you guys will see the pictures. So I got those today for my photo shoot next Sunday. So I feel like next Sunday I'm gonna go. Oh, I paid the shoes was on sale. It was $90 for the shoes, and it was on sale for $80. So I got $10 discount. So everything came to $90. It wasn't too bad, to be honest. Because the other shoes that I was seeing is like 120, 130, 160. I never have that. I was planning to spend under 100 for the lash and the shoes. So I end up going over my budget a little bit. But anyway, that was still good. So enough of my chit chat. Let me see if there's any more. Wait. Yeah. And your country flag. Lord, give her 1 million subscribers on YouTube in Jesus' name. Yes. Send on the subscribers them. Not the subscribers are very good, but what I really want is the watch hours. So here's what I want you guys to do for me, right? Oh, wait. Money isn't the only way parents provide emotional care, affection, encouragement, and nurturing. Those are gifts too. At the photo shoot, I can imagine she be looking elegant. Yes. Should I show them my dress? Nah, not showing them my dress. But not show them my dress. Let me just describe it. I have a white dress, right? It's very short and it has a split in the front. Well, to the side. And it has a very deep cut all the way to my navel. No, not to my navel, like to my belly, my abdomen. Is this abdomen right here? I guess abdomen. We're gonna call it abdomen. All if an abdomen, we are call it. So the cut, the V is all the way down here. So it's a deep cut. So I have to get like a long chain to like fit in between, because this one is gonna be too short. So I need something long. And I have like some butterfly sleeve. Yo, it's gonna be lit. Just know that my pictures are gonna come out good because the photographer is A1. All right. No man, you guys are not gonna see the photos until June 26th. That's when I'm gonna post. But next week Sunday I'm gonna go live after the photo shoot. But I feel like I'm gonna go live before 7. Yeah, I'm gonna go live next week early, maybe about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the evening, in the afternoon. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go live early because I'll be wearing my makeup and I don't want my makeup to go to waste. So I'm just gonna come on live with my makeup, you know? So you guys can see my pretty face because you guys are not used to me wearing makeup, right? So yeah, next week I'll be coming here all pretty and nice. Anyway, guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much. Oh, before that, I was saying something. I really need the watch hours. I need like 1,400. It fluctuates like every day. Sometimes it go up, sometimes it go down. So roughly 1,400 watch hours I need. Realistically, I've gotten over 500,000 views on YouTube, like accumulated. But because I don't have that view in 1 year, like in 365 days, YouTube just does not give me the monetization because I need to have that amount of views within 1 year. So the best thing that you guys can do for me right now is, if you're driving to work, if you're driving on a long journey, just keep my videos playing in the background. If you're cooking, or you're having like a laundry day, or you're having like a cleaning day at home, just leave my playlist running. Leave my playlist running and you just listen to it in the background. Like, that will help me so much. And remember to like you see, when you like the videos, that's doing good for my channel. But if you watch a video and you don't like it, YouTube is saying, okay, the person watched the video, but they didn't like it. So that means they didn't really like it that much to even go back to like it. You know what I mean? So like up the video them. I have the playlist. I made sure I made the playlist so that it's easy. So once you click on one video, the video is just gonna play back to back to back to back. So because I've seen a spike in the watch hours for the past week, so big up on yourself. I thank you guys so much for that. So yeah, just continue watching video. I have 1,400 more watch hours to go. That's a lot. But if you guys help me out, it's not gonna be a lot. You know what I mean? If I get the views, it's not that much, because I have one video that's giving me like 2,000 hours. So you know what I mean? So if you guys put the effort in for me, that I would really appreciate, right? Anyway, guys, let me see if I missed any comments, but I'm going to end the live very soon. I really want to get monetized this year, so it would be nice if you guys could help me out. All right, guys, send some heart in the comment section, because I'm gonna leave you guys now until next week. I'm gonna post a video during the week. I just need to finish editing it, and then I'll give you guys a video during the week. All right, guys, so big up on yourself. I want to thank you guys so very much for tuning in today. It's always a pleasure. It's always a nice time to come here Sunday evening so we can chat and have some fun. This was a very good discussion. I learned a lot today, and I'm pretty sure you guys did too. And I just want to thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all, and big up on yourself. And I'll see you guys next week Sunday. All right. Bye.